Oh boy, this is actually a pretty interesting read. I mean, this is actually just something I never really expected before, but. Ooh, there's someone coming. Oh, this isn't good. Whoa, he just actually killed a guy. And turns out he can actually be able to absorb their abilities and use it to actually fight against people. Oh, hey there. Didn't see you there for a second. Now, you probably might be curious why I'm actually going back to doing videos with my camera here. Is because my phone is actually running out of, say, the ability to actually record any more videos. So for today, I wanted to give you guys my personal thoughts on a really interesting series that has actually been going around and making the rounds. If you guys actually haven't watched this yet, spoilers. There will be spoilers, so please go check it out before you come to my video, okay? Simple as that. So with that being said, allow me to say this. The series in question is Cyberpunk Edgerunners. And I do have to say, it's actually a really interesting series. I would totally recommend checking it out if you haven't yet. I really enjoyed watching it. So I'm going to give you the good, the bad, my final score, and whether or not it deserves my patented seal of approval. Now, for the good. I really liked how the art style is, including what kind of activity that Studio Trigger had. I mean, Studio Trigger is actually such an awesome animation studio. Major props for actually making Gurren Lagann, Philly Killy, Kill la Kill, Darling in the Franxx, even though that's been pretty much a little unrated gem in the rough. Not perfect, but I still liked it. But now they've also actually added Cyberpunk Edgerunners to their mantle, and I gotta say, this has got to be their Magnum Opus. Now, another thing I really enjoyed about the show was the storyline. It actually follows a boy by the name of David. Now, this guy actually get some military grade cyber gear and gets it implanted. And we also get to see the consequences of those that actually tend to take too much. Because basically it turns out you start losing your humanity once you actually pretty much decide to go ahead and just start making start actually using more augmentations, more cybernetics, and all that stuff, and using your humanity. Because, even our favorite antagonist from the game actually makes an appearance. Adam Smasher. Night City's notorious boogeyman. Really gotta say, that was a really nice touch for the series, and I really enjoyed that. Also, I really like, the graphic detail to some of the gunplay that they usually do, including, adding nips into the nudity stuff like that, because by God, absolutely perfect. I really enjoyed the series as a whole, but it does actually have a few flaws. For the bad, I gotta say, it kind of sucked that it's major spoilers. We actually see, some of our favorite characters actually meet some untimely demises and stuff like that, including our favorite Loli. Oh, it just kind of kills me on the inside to actually say stuff like that. But also another thing that could have actually been tweaked a little bit is like, some of the interactions with some of the characters. Like, maybe go a little more in depth to a certain issue that's going on. But that's just me, of course. In fact, the flaw is actually kind of what makes it, more appreciative. Because there's no such thing as being absolutely. Because if everything was perfect, then we wouldn't be around. The flaws actually are what makes something beautiful. Trust me, I actually know that from the heart. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed this. It's a 10 out of 10 series. I'd actually slap my seal of approval onto it. If you guys actually haven't watched yet, please go check it out. I totally would recommend checking it out if possible. And at least I can actually have Dio actually not kill any more freaking orcas, since he was actually promising to kill orcas if I actually didn't watch the series entirely. Yeah, and I finished it off yesterday, and it was actually pretty good. And I definitely liked the ending, even though some of our favorite characters actually do meet their ends, but only one walked away, and she got to live her life on the moon. So with that being said, I hope you guys actually enjoyed this. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, hit that notification bell for future updates on your way out. And as always, guys, just remember these 4 things. Respect the lifestyle of fan service, enjoy your fandoms, embrace your degeneracy, as long as it's legal, doesn't harm you or anyone else. Enemy is freedom. Until the next time we meet again, this is Mr. Enemy 343 saying, God, anime, mecha, and big fucking speed.